So Netflix severely fucked up, and I mean they fucked up royally. So basically what Netflix did is they are releasing a new show called Cuties. A show about basically sexualizing children, about wearing scantily clothed, twerking, and these girls in the show are like 11, which is really gross, and it's just not what we need during 2020 to think about. And I personally, I just don't understand how this got through, like, everything it had to go through. And even in the board meeting, they were like, all right, so what's a new show that we want to have today? I got a new, and then just there's like Johnny in the back who's a secret pedophile, and he's like, so I got a new show idea, guys. So we're gonna call it Cuties. We're gonna go around 4 or 5 girls that are gonna be twerking, and oh yeah, by the way, they're all 11 or almost 12 in that mid age range. They're all around that, and they're gonna be twerking. They're gonna look like they're on the beach wearing bikinis and stuff all day long. They're gonna be dancing. They're gonna be looking like they're dancing on a pole. That's what I want. And we're gonna call it Cuties. Does that sound good for you? And everyone just in the board meeting just, thought to themselves, that sounds like a great idea, Johnny. Good on you. Let's give it up for Johnny. Like, yeah, give it up for Johnny making the Cuties like thing. I don't understand how this went through. This show Cuties sounds like something you'd see on TLC, because TLC has some weird shows, 90 Day Fiance and whatever other shows are, but the one thing that makes me want to see this thing on freaking TLC is because of there was a show called Toddlers and Tiaras. So basically, in the show, these little girls who were like 6, 7, super young, would dress up, like fully dressed up. They look like freaking straight out of a Disney princess movie. And they would walk out on a stage and they would be voted for being most beautiful, even though they're 6 or 7. That's what this show reminds me of, 100%. It sounds like it's just a spin-off of Toddlers and Tiaras, but just with breakdancing and wearing some really weird stuff. I'm still confused on how this even made it through the main board meeting. And this part makes it 10 times better. This is the description from the next on Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I'm so kind of just weirded out. This is the description of the show on Netflix. So this is the description. Cuties, Netflix official site. Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with the twerking dance crew. That immediately should have just put the show off. Twerking dance crew, 11. No, should have just been stopped right there. Now, hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, even though she's fucking 11, and defying her family's traditions. In the show, her mom is Muslim, and she doesn't go along with this. In the show, it's the mom seems to be, if I've only read the description, seems to be the most sane person in this fucking show, and it doesn't make any sense. It just makes no goddamn sense. And then here comes Netflix with their grand Twitter apology, because that's where everyone seems to apologize for stuff. This is their grand Twitter apology. We are deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Mignones, I don't know what the fuck that means, /Cuties. It was not okay, no shit, nor was it representative of this French film which won an award at Sundance. Okay, what the fuck kind of award was that? What kind of fucking French film was that? And we've now updated the pictures and description. Well, you clearly didn't do a good fucking job because I just read it and the description, and it ain't any better on what it was. It still talks about exploring her femininity, even though it explicitly says Amy's fucking 11. And that's the whole thing. The whole thing, as soon as that would have been brought up in a boardroom, would have been done, shut down. That should have just been shut down immediately. This show shouldn't even have existed. Kind of like Toddlers and Tiaras. The show just shouldn't have existed because it's just wrong. It's just making pedophiles just go, ooh, won't you look at that? Netflix is making the show for me. Thanks, Netflix. Oh my god. Now, because of this, Netflix has lost a lot of credibility. Just so much credibility, even though I love Netflix. Like, most people really like Netflix. A lot of the shows on Netflix I really like. But now, they've just lost more credibility from me because they do weird shit like this that, has fucking an 11-year-old twerking in it. An 11-year-old girl at that twerking in it. It's just gross. I don't understand. Again, I'm just going to keep bringing it up. I don't understand how this wasn't shot down and just said no right off the bat. What freaking 40-year-old virgin pedophile is sitting in a boardroom at fucking Netflix, sitting there and just bringing that up, and nobody asked a question, just like, do we need to call the fucking police? Like, what is this guy asking? Like, I don't want Netflix to turn into fucking TLC, because TLC is a fucking cancerous network in itself. Not because just the stuff they have on there is weird as fuck. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. How did this not get shot down? I know I said it like 16 times already, but you just gotta keep asking that question. How did it not get shut down? And while it was the process of, making the film, the parents of the kids, how did they just not ask questions? Like, so what type of show is this going to be? Oh, we're just making a show for pedophiles to watch your daughter twerk and do weird dance moves on it. Oh, and the parents are just like, that's fine. Makes perfect sense, I see that stuff on TLC all the time. There's a show called Toddlers and Tiaras I watch all the time. It's... And while editing this, the people were just... Because I haven't seen the show, of course. And I don't want to fucking watch it because it just seems weird. And I don't want the fucking FBI on my ass. So, even while editing they just wouldn't go to the main, producers of the show. It's like, do you think this show is a good idea? And the producers are just like, it's a perfect idea. We'll expand our audiences. Kids will love it. 40-year-old virgin pedophiles will love it. Your mom will love it. It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna say it again. Why wasn't this shot down? And why did nobody ask questions? And here's another kind of description of the show from another article that I read. Cuties won the World Cinematic Dramatic Directing Award at the Sundance Film Festival in January. What the fuck? Now, the film follows, again, an 11-year-old girl, Senegalese immigrant, Amy Vathalia Yusuf. I don't know what a Senegalese, you're going to have to tell me that in the description. I know she's an immigrant, so she gets that. Who upsets her Muslim mother by opting to join the Cuties, a quartet of scantily dressed girls who rehearse dances after school. After school. Okay. What's the school thinking? They just didn't go see the uniforms or whatever. I'm not going to show you what they're wearing because I don't want to, get a strike for, inappropriate content or whatever. But what the fuck? What was the school not thinking? And again, this all just flew right over everybody's heads. We're going to award this show for showing little girls dancing and twerking so it'll appeal to younger audiences. It doesn't say it'll appeal to younger audiences, but that's just what I'm using. And you appealing to younger audiences, especially pedophiles, so we get a higher rating on the show. Thank you. No, it just makes no sense. Like, I don't know how it didn't get shot down. I've said it, the 30th time already, how it didn't get shot down. But whatever, this is just the fucking world we live in, I guess. Looking at 11-year-old girls freaking twerking on Netflix, I guess. So I think that'll be it for the me guys. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. Austin15 and Austin Big Papa Warner. Follow me on Twitter at Austin Warner. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.